Hi, welcome back to this episode of Rolls, and I'm just going to call it Rolls because there's tons of different ways. Again, pleated, butterfly, you name it. So this is fun with rolls. So here's our hours up. Here's our dough. It's nice and risen. You want to take a little bit of flour, spread it out on a bigger. Well, I got a bigger cutting board. Let's dump this out. Or try to. There we go. And let's not forget to have a cookie tray or a tray of any kind. You can either cover this with butter or spray it with some cooking spray, which I sprayed it with some cooking spray. And let's cut this into 4 equal parts. So we can work with it easier. Okay, let's put this back in the bowl. And then what we're going to do with this one is we're going to roll it. We're going to cut it in half again, actually. Let's cut it into 4ths again. Put 2 over there. And we're going to take one of these. If you want, you can put your hand in some flour so it doesn't stick. Let's roll it into a rope. If you want, sometimes if it's not rolling really nice, kind of squeeze it real lightly. Stretch it real lightly. And then roll it some more. Yeah. Got a rolling deficiency right now. There we go. Just try to roll it the best you can. And then, okay, so we got one way right now. So this is, we roll it out. Now, I can do anything with this. What I want to do with this one is we're going to take it, as you can see, and then we're going to spiral it in on itself. And this is a really big one. So you want to press the dough together, like pinch it right here, and then push it down a little bit. So what's going to happen is, let's put that's one version, so that's a big version. I got a little bit too much flour on it. So that does happen, still good. So let me make sure I don't get enough flour on this one. Roll this one together. And if you want, let's do this. Let's cut this in half too. So again, you can cut these even, it's smaller. So this is a big one. Let's make a small one. And again, you can do these any size. But I'm having usually these things roll out pretty good. I think it's a cutting board. I usually roll it out on this. Okay, there we go. Wow, I think I'm going to switch over to this one. This has a weird grain on it, and it's sliding. And I don't know why it's sliding. So let's go to my handy dandy smaller one. Okay, that's better. Yeah, see, now it's rolling. Before it wasn't. And if you have a cutting board like this, usually what I do is I turn it sideways like a diamond, and then I measure it this way. Okay, there we go. Okay, so again, let's do one more like this, and pinch, roll it, pinch. Just keep on rolling it, rolling it, rolling it. I think I had a little bit too much flour on here because this isn't really sticking, but that's okay. Okay, now this one, yeah, I think these 2 first ones are going to be a little bit too much flour on it. Let's leave it as is. Let's not push it down. So we got one flat, we got one raised. Let's see what else we can do. Now this has a lot less flour on it. Now another thing is too, let's actually cut these in fourths. So what I'm basically doing is I'm showing you different, these are just, I'm making a whole bunch of different sizes. So let's cut this in threes too. That makes sense. Let's cut this into 3 too. You can cut these any size. If you have a scale, you can weigh them out to an ounce. And there we go. Okay, this is okay. The first ones two were a dud. This is a lot better. I think I accidentally, it's the texture of the this cutting board, and it's the flour. I've never done. I thought it was going to work. It doesn't. See how easy this one rolled out? Okay, so there we go. And let's make this into another roll. And what I'm doing is kind of pinch it as you turn it. Okay. Have another little one. Okay, so this one, these two are accidents. That's okay. So let's add cheese to it. Let's roll this out. Now we're gonna do this different. I promise. I'll make a different one. I promise. Okay. Let's think of a pretzel. Look how easy that rolls out now. Oh, my good cutting board. This, I don't know why that didn't work. Okay, so let's take one of these right here. Make a circle. See how I made a circle right there? Take this one. And what we're going to do is we're going to cross it over. Like that. See how it looks like a little pretzel? So, wrap it around, make a circle right in the middle. Right here. So, circle and overlap the circle right here. So you got 2 spots. Press it down and press it down here. We got a little pretzel. Who says a dinner roll has to look like your average dinner roll? You can make these into anything. Let's see what we're going to do with this one. Heck, let's do this. Let's just leave it as is. I'm just going to put on the tray as is. So let's just leave that off to the side. Don't even do anything to it. Okay, let's see what we're going to do with this one. Now you get to see how I'm rolling it out. And I think I made the mistake in using this cutting board, and I think the first addition of flour was a little bit too overwhelming. So sometimes you do have to add a little bit of flour. I think I added a little bit too much. That was my mistake. But that's, you learn from your mistakes. Okay, let's do one of these. Let's do another one. I heard that. My husband cannot wait for these. He just said, feed me, if you heard him in the background. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, and this one's a little bit thinner. That's okay. Now let's take these and spiral them together. Just keep on twisting them. Almost like a candy cane. Yeah, spiral it the right way. Just keep on twisting them. And all you have to do is just put them together and just twist it at the end. And let's bring this back around. The other side. Actually, let's cut this off. Make it even. Actually, let's cut it off because it got a little bit thin here. We'll just add this back to the rest. And pinch the other side. Twirl it. And then you can put that together, pinch it. Now we have a pretty wreath. See that? Put that on there. Okay, let's see what else we can do. Add that to here. And it's okay if you have scraps. Now, if you want to get the kids excited, of course, what you can do, let's make some letters here. All about being creative. Okay, there's one. Let's cut this in half. And again, you can cut these any size. Okay, so if you want to make big letters, just pull these down, take this across, push it in, cut it off, and we have the letter A. All you have to do now is just put it on your cookie sheet, as is, and leave it. Now if you want, you can spell the whole name out, so you can have your kid eating their name for dinner. Kids love that kind of stuff, and this is also a great way. If you, again, get your children involved in this. This is great. If you have a child that's learning the alphabet and they're having a hard time, playing with dough and spelling letters is great, because guess what? They get to eat it and they remember it. And then if they want to get abstract, just kind of, I'm gonna make a pretzel anyway. So you can't help but not make a pretzel. let's say you want to make if your boy wants to make a snake, we already did the snake thing. Let's push it down, pinch it together. So we're just in half, pinch it together, and then do that again. And again, and then pinch it. So it went in half. I'll do this one again. Okay, so long rope, push it together like that, and pinch it together. Not hard, slightly. And then take it sideways, fold it in half again, pinch it together, and then again, fold it in half, like that, then pinch that together. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let's do 1, 2 more. Let's see what we can do with this. And again, it's all about using your imagination. What can you do with this? Let's see. Since I got a thin one here, I want to do one more of these, but see how big this is? Let's do a real small one here. The small one I should have done in the first place. So see how I'm just kind of taking it and rolling it together? Okay, I'll be back.